Can you please thank her for taking care of the house? I've been watching her. She says, and that's the one thing that I wanted for her, was to be able to stay there and to be able to make that house her own.
Oh my God, that's so crazy.
So first of all, there's a couple souls that are here. So first of all, your mom passed?
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
So know that it's her way of acknowledging that she's here. And know that also at the same time, they have a soul that's here that's with her that looks like it was an unborn baby. So did somebody have a miscarriage or lose a soul here in the physical, do you know?
Yes.
Because she's showing me this child that didn't make it to term that's on the other side with her. So please know that that soul's there and with her. And I got to tell you something. Your mom could not wait to step forward and speak to the two of you today. This was such a hard thing because she says to me, Matt, I wasn't supposed to die like this. I wasn't supposed to die. She keeps telling me. And first of all, this woman fought and fought and fought here in this world when I'm connecting with her. She talks about getting sick. And she talks about when I'm connecting with her, that she was set up for a procedure here in the physical world. And she tells me that she never got to that point. She tells me that the doctors were always one step behind what was going on with her. They were always one step behind what was happening with her.
Yes.
And I would have a procedure, Matt. She goes, and next thing you know, she goes, they would put me in through a scan and they would find out there was another part of my body that was affected or that something had spread, she's telling me. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
And she's also telling me, because when I'm feeling and connecting with this woman, she's telling me that this started to affect her digestional tract. There was a tumor in here, she's telling me.
Yeah, it was her stomach. Yeah.
She shows me a tumor right here when I'm connecting with her. And I keep feeling this pressing. And she says to me, Matt, whatever it was, I feel that this tumor had wrapped around something. So either it had wrapped around her GI tract, there was something that was there and it was causing her a blockage, she's telling me. But she says to me that she went through this for 2 years. She keeps telling me 2 years, 2 years. So there was this 2-year stretch where I see her trying to fight this. She looks like she's fine on the outside. She looks like she's completely healthy and good. But yet there were all of these issues that were going on internally with her.
Yeah.
She keeps telling me when I'm connecting, were they going to remove a piece of her stomach or take away a piece?
Yeah, they did.
Half of her stomach.
And is that the reason why she tells me she lost all this weight? She talks about getting paper thin. And she's saying to me, Matt, she goes, I would get so tired. She goes, I would get white. And I remember, because she shows me about her going out and you try to bring her to a restaurant and she wouldn't be able to eat what's on her plate. And she would only have just a bite and then she'd be giving other people her food.
Oh my God. Sorry, oh my God, that's crazy.
She tells me, she showed me every single thing that she went through. She says, I fought through this for my daughter and I did everything that I could to try to stay here in this world.
Yes, she did.
Yes,
She
did.
says to me, she goes, I wasn't afraid of the operations, Matt, because I see your mom going through these really crazy operations. And then I see her, next thing you know, getting up and walking and being out of bed. And literally, she says to me, Matt, she goes, I wasn't going to let this stop me from living my life. She says to me, I wasn't afraid of dying, she said to me.
Aww.
And she keeps saying to me, Matt, I knew that there was a heaven. I knew there was an afterlife. I wasn't afraid to die, she keeps telling me. She says, the one thing that I was worried about was my daughter. I didn't want to leave her, she says to me.
She said that like that. She said that to me so many times.
Do you know that your mom says to me that she wants to thank you for the things that you kept of her? She tells me there's still clothes that you kept of your mom still here and today.
Stop it. I've kept like a closet full of her. I have so much of her clothes.
I know. She also tells me that you kept her perfume as well, because I keep seeing a perfume bottle that you spray when you miss your mom.
I have all of it. I have literally all of it.
And she's saying to me, Matt, she says, anytime she misses me, she says, she'll go and sometimes smell that. She says, please know that I'm right there. The one thing that I didn't want for you was to stop your life.
Oh
And
my
she tells
God.
me that literally you said when she was dying, I'm not going to school. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. I'm staying right here with you.
Yeah, I did.
And your mom shows me you stopping so many of years of your life just to stay there and take care of her. She says, Matt, that's something that I can't even repay her for, she's telling me. She says, Matt, my daughter was an angel to me. She said, because she literally wouldn't let anyone touch me. Because she talks about you saying, like, I don't want the nurses touching my mom. I'll take care of her. Like, I'll do this for her. She wants to talk about the necklaces. So before she died, do you have a matching necklace with her?
We have a couple pieces. I gave her this knot necklace for Christmas, and she was wearing it up until like the final moment. So
Perfect. That's what I want to talk about. So she says to me, you wear that necklace now, or you have that necklace.
yeah, I have it with me, and I wear it as much as I remember to, but I wear it a lot.
She says to me this, she says, when you wear that necklace, I want you to know I'm wearing that same necklace in heaven.
Oh.
We have matching necklaces, she says, because she tells me that here in this world, she says, Matt, this was my favorite thing. I wore this every single day. There's so many photos of me in it, she's saying to me.
She wore it like every day since I gave it to her.
She says to me, now that my daughter is wearing this, she says, I feel so connected. She says, because I feel every time she looks down at her neck, she remembers me. Your mom's saying, please don't be mad. Please don't be mad, because she tells me you're mad at the doctors and nurses because you trusted them so much and you felt like that they were overlooking things. She says, I didn't realize till I died, until I saw things from heaven, because our loved ones can see things from a different perspective. She says how aggressive this was. She talks about this being an aggressive cancer when I'm connecting with her.
Yeah.
She says, and this blew right through my body, Matt. We were lucky, she says, that we even had a chance, because you go back and you say, well, what if we saw this sooner? What if they caught it sooner? And your mom's saying it came on quick and it happens quick. This wasn't something that she had for years and years. This was something that hit her. And then next thing you know, she shows me it going right through her body. Every day, she says, when you look in the mirror, she says, I see so much of myself.
Stop, that's so crazy. Her friends told me, like I walked in to where they were and they're like, oh my God, I thought you were your mom.
She says, Matt, can you please thank her for taking care of the house? She says, because I've been watching her. She says, take care of that house. She says, and that's the one thing that I wanted for her, was to be able to stay there and to be able to make that house her own.
Oh my God, that's so crazy.
She says, yes, I can see everything that's going on in your life. She says, yes, I can see everything that's happening. She says, and I want you to know that I'm so proud of you. The one thing that you want, she says, is you want to see your kids be independent and be able to take care of themselves. She says, but you also want to see them make the right decisions. And when I left this world, she says, I knew I didn't have to worry about my daughter. She says, she was an amazing woman. She has an amazing head on her shoulder. She says, and I'm happy to be watching over her every day from heaven. She says to me that she doesn't want you to keep driving by her grave.
We drive through Walking all the time.
She says to me, tell them stop driving through. I'm not there.
That's
no
stop, because we always are like, I've always been like, I know that's like where she's there, but I don't think she's there. Like I always just feel like she's not.
She says that to me. She says, listen, I don't care if they ever go again, Matt. Let them know that. I feel like this is more for her mother. She's coming to there for you because she tells me that that's the hardest thing. You think of your daughter, you're like, I can't picture my daughter being in that cemetery. I can't picture my daughter being in that grave.
Exactly.
So she says to me, then don't. She says, I don't care if you ever go back there, she says to me. That's not what's important. She says, what's important is you knowing that I am there and with you every single day. And she tells me that you were praying to the other side. You were praying to God and saying, God, please let this be me. Don't let this happen to my daughter. Don't let my daughter go through this.
Like crazy. Yeah.
And she says to me that literally you would pretend like everything was okay, but literally your daughter showing me you going in the room and crying and saying, I can't watch this. I can't watch my child go through this. I can't watch my daughter go through this. I don't know how to help her. I wish this was me. She says, Mom, she says, you weren't just my mother, you were my best friend. And throughout our life, she tells me that she didn't just raise her daughter. She raised her daughter with you. Is that true?
That's true.
She tells me that even though she didn't get to be alive to be through some of these moments, she says, I'm happy that you're here. My daughter didn't just have me as a mom. She got to have you as well.
And she still does. Yeah.
Still do.
So she says to me, Matt, please let them know that this is my way of just validating that I am truly okay. And more importantly, she says, please let them know that my soul is always and forever here and with them.
Oh, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Well, I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you guys for being here.